Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. When you picture America's wild side, a sleek, shadowy hunter might not be the first thing that pops into your head, but trust me, it deserves a spot. With more than 3.5 million of them prowling across the states, bobcats have masterfully adapted to everything from scorching deserts and dense woodlands to right smack in our suburban neighborhoods. But as their numbers climb, they're stirring up real headaches for ranchers, folks with pets, and whole towns alike. Hang tight, smash that subscribe button if you haven't already, and drop a comment. Should bobcats be chilling in our backyards or kept at arm's length? Out in the heartland's peaceful countryside, an unseen danger stalks with deadly accuracy. Bobcats, quick, clever, and unstoppable, have turned into a major headache for farmers nationwide. These nimble hunters aren't just wandering by. They're zeroing in on goats, chickens, and other backyard animals, leaving chaos in their wake. A lone incident might feel like bad luck, but it's all part of a bigger crisis that's hitting the farming industry for around $137.7 million annually. And behind those stats, you'll find dedicated folks mending broken fences, covering their losses, and clearing mistakes. That's where proven solutions like foot traps come in, trusted by farmers and wildlife pros alike. Top performers include heavy-duty jaw traps, built tough, precise, and tailored specifically for cunning predators such as bobcats. They snap shut with controlled force, securing the animal securely while minimizing unnecessary suffering. For anyone safeguarding rural livelihoods or family homes, these tools deliver the perfect mix of effective control and humane restraint. Beyond their proven track record, foot traps offer a kinder way to manage wildlife populations. These non-lethal tools make it possible to catch bobcats safely and move them to remote spots where they won't clash with people. Built with smart design that accounts for the animal's size and habits, they cut down on accidental harm and help protect other critters that aren't the intended target.
Ain't coming closer.
If you're after a straightforward way to keep bobcat numbers in check, nothing beats a well-placed shot from a firearm. Most hunters pick between a rifle or a shotgun, depending on the lay of the land. A rifle gives you pinpoint accuracy for those clean, humane kills from a distance, cutting down on any chance the animal bolts or suffers. A shotgun, meanwhile, packs a serious punch up close, making it the go-to in thick brush where visibility is low. But gear is only part of the equation.
Yes. Got him that time.
Every year, American hunters take close to 1 million bobcats nationwide, a number that underscores just how vital regulated hunting is to population control. These efforts pay off by slashing livestock losses and putting pressure on other native species. Still, stats like that beg the big question. Can we keep this up without tipping the balance? As we've explored, handling the growing presence of bobcats in our neighborhoods and suburbs goes beyond simple containment. It's about striking a smart balance, owning our responsibilities, and showing genuine respect for wildlife. These stealthy predators pose real risks to livestock, family pets, and even backyard peace, while choices like trapping or regulated hunting spark tough ethical debates with clear pros and cons on every side. What's your take on the best way ahead? Drop your ideas in the comments below. And if you're hooked on uncovering the next invader disrupting America's landscapes, smash that like button and subscribe to stay in the loop. Hello everyone. If you're in Florida, you might have heard about the wild baboon invasion that's turning everyday life upside down. These cheeky primates aren't just a quirky sight. They're wreaking havoc with property damage, wiping out crops, and even posing real safety threats in neighborhoods across the state. Wondering exactly how these furry troublemakers are stirring up chaos? Drop a 1 in the comments below and stick around for the full scoop. In Miami alone, baboons have turned into a major menace on the roads, with more than 100 reported crashes involving these animals back in 2022. Drivers are dealing with sudden swerves, injuries, and epic traffic snarls that could drag on for hours. The root of the problem: shrinking natural food supplies are pushing these troops into city streets and highways in search of easy meals. Parked cars and stalled vehicles are prime targets for their raids, ramping up worries among locals about personal safety and costly repairs. In 2020, Florida officials rolled out a bold but tightly controlled strategy to curb the escalating baboon issue. Regulated hunting in select suburban and rural zones approved by the state. This approach aims to balance wildlife management with public safety, allowing only licensed hunters to participate under strict guidelines. Since the program kicked off, Miami's baboon numbers have plummeted from around 3,000 to just 1,000, with fewer traffic mishaps and safer roads for everyone. But hunting alone isn't the full story. Getting the community on board is key. Folks need to team up with local agencies to spread the word about baboon risks and share tips on how to handle encounters wisely. Studies show that daytime hunts work best, thanks to better visibility that helps hunters spot and track the animals more accurately, while boosting safety and effectiveness overall. Plus, experts recommend going in groups of 5 or 6, particularly in rugged backcountry spots, for added protection. Teaming up not only covers your back in tough situations, but also lets hunters swap stories, hone their skills, and level up together. In the heart of Florida's thriving hunting scene, Ruger stands out as a powerhouse in manufacturing top-tier gear tailored for serious outdoorsmen. From rugged rifles to essential accessories, their products are built to handle the demands of the wild. Adding to their stellar track record, the state has given the green light for using models like the Ruger American and Ruger Hawkeye in official hunts, cementing Ruger's status as a go-to brand for reliability and performance among hunters everywhere. When it comes to tracking down baboons in Florida's diverse landscapes, bait is your secret weapon for drawing them out. Seasoned hunters swear by fresh fruits like bananas and oranges to pique their curiosity and bring them into range. Skip the bait, and you're looking at slimmer odds of a successful encounter, which can drag out the whole process. That's why pros put real thought into choosing and setting up their lures. It's all about boosting efficiency and stacking the deck in your favor for a smarter, more productive outing. To keep things safe for hunters out there, Florida's got some smart rules in place. Sure, firearm hunting isn't allowed just anywhere, but if you're set on joining the effort, you can snag the right permits from state wildlife officials. These guidelines are all about drawing a firm line on safety. Think mandatory training, gear checks, and no-go zones to prevent accidents. It's a solid setup that lets responsible folks pitch in without turning the outdoors into a free-for-all. When it comes to getting your hands on a hunting permit in Florida, you got options like basic recreational licenses, special wildlife management area passes, and limited quota spots for high-demand areas. For baboon hunts specifically, you need to be 18 or older and stick to every rule in the book. Slip up, and you could face hefty fines, a yank license, or even court time if it's a big deal. These measures are designed to promote ethical practices and protect both people and wildlife. Pretty crucial for keeping the balance right. As a seasoned hunter who's tangled with wild boars all over the world, I can tell you nothing beats the thrill of fall in Europe. Picture this: under those stunning golden canopies in the woods, These huge beasts are on a prowl, tearing up crops and putting local farmers in a real bind. That's why my crew and I are suited up and ready to roll, tackling this escalating issue head-on to keep things in check.
Instincts demand absolute precision. Every shot, every step.
These wild boars are way more than just pests. They're devastating whole fields and threatening folks' way of life out in the countryside. No wonder more areas are turning to smart, targeted hunts to safeguard our food sources and support rural communities. If you're into authentic tales of hunting and wildlife management, smash that subscribe button and stick with us right here at Leopard Farm.
Are you ready? Let's get started.
Today's video. We hope it brought you an interesting topic.
We rolled into the woods just as the sun was peeking over the horizon, geared up to the nines and itching for some action. For this outing, I opted for my trusty Merkel RX Helix rifle, topped off with the state-of-the-art BT3 tactical RDM 3X scope that gives me pinpoint accuracy no matter the distance. Barely an hour into our session, I caught a rustle in the brush. Out charged a pack of wild boars, spooked and barreling like freight trains. These weren't your run-of-the-mill hogs. They were hulking brutes, toughened by the winter chill, sporting matted fur and razor-sharp tusks that could star in a horror film. That scope was a game changer, letting me lock and steady from medium to long range without missing a beat. I lined up my shots, pulling the trigger methodically as the echoes bounced off the trees. The boars tumbled down the hillside, picking up a storm of golden autumn leaves in their wake. But let's be real, hunting like this is no walk in the park. Not every round hits perfectly. These beasts are built like tanks, move like lightning, and know how to hug the landscape for cover. It takes laser-focused concentration every single moment to come out on top.